You're hearing FREQSONIC, Music Lives Forever, how to organize it in 11 minutes, and special podcast to look over the organization of the No Copyright Virtual Music Festival, brought to you by Narratime Music YouTube's channel. With WORK4TIME, Maya STARLING, and Mia SLORAH, artists from the Narratime Music conglomerate. Just let's hear this special podcast. We start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Before we start, we want to let you know that this podcast has a script to give structure to the information and to delete repeating ideas. This can be useful to you if you want to make a podcast or a radio show and to avoid one of the common problems of radio content: conversation without clear guidance. Welcome to this special podcast about organizing a no-copyright music festival like FREQSONIC in just 11 minutes. In this podcast, there are 3 of us from the Narratime Music conglomerate who represent different music projects. My name is WORK4TIME, and we can start by introducing ourselves. I'm the voice of Narratime Music Lost in Soundtracks, a radio show showcasing the best no-copyright music for YouTube, Twitch, and Kick content. We release a new episode of the radio show every week.
Hello, I'm Maya STARLING. I've already made the FREQSONIC Top 5 series, a radio show comprising 5 3-minute episodes showcasing the best songs heard at the FREQSONIC Music Festival. In this radio show, I present the 25 best songs of the event, ordered in a top 5 each episode. I recommend taking a look.
Hello, I'm Mia SLORAH. I'm here to talk about the artists and music selected for the No Copyright Music Festival. Among other things, I'm the scriptwriter and voice of Narratime Music Rising Atelier, a radio show featuring the best music from artists on Narratime Music, fantasy soundscapes, ASMR statement, Come Out Louder, and Focus Now FM. In each episode, I showcase one artist for approximately 15 minutes. Now, let's jump in and dive into the conversation.
The FREQSONIC Music Festival started as an idea to celebrate the 3rd anniversary of the Narratime Music conglomerate. However, it soon became an annual event that we want to continue celebrating every year from now on.
The first challenge was that we had to compile a catalog of music to showcase. This was an even bigger undertaking than the Narratime Music conglomerate itself, and it showcased more music than we play on Narratime Music 24/7 radio livestream. This is because the catalog that we want for FREQSONIC is not only limited to music submitted to us. It is an experience that we want to be interesting and that showcases the real world of no copyright music.
The difference between making a festival and a 24/7 livestream is that we don't necessarily have to ask for permission. Put simply, the livestream requires the artist's permission to showcase their music 24/7. In the same way that music television, MTV, does whenever it wants to program music videos.
For a festival, permission is not necessary because we consider it free promotion for a one-time event with limited exposure, and the music references are clearly labeled so the public knows what song and artist they are hearing. This mechanism is well understood in other festivals such as Tomorrowland and Ultra Music Festival, where artists who have not performed at the festival with a DJ set but whose music has been presented by other artists, are grateful for the exposure of their music.
Moving on to another topic, the graphics and experience we want to showcase at the event are important because we want to establish our own identity. Matthias Olmos, one of the most important figures in the no-copyright music industry run by the Narratime Music conglomerate, was responsible for the construction of logos, designs, the animation of new videos, and the selection of content, such as videos and images from stock, with the permission of the original creators.
Matthias is well known for his career in design, video production, music, writing, and many other creative fields. He was the first to suggest a festival with the characteristics of FREQSONIC, and we decided to include this information in the event's trailers and after movie. His work gave this project a solid foundation and clear objectives.
With these things in mind, Creating a plan for a new virtual experience is difficult at first, so we can say that things were already underway in terms of ideas, searching for, and selecting music, graphic design, animations, video montage, and promotional content, such as the FREQSONIC Top 5 radio series, this special podcast, and the music video mix of 3 years of Narratime music, which is available on the Narratime Music YouTube channel.
It's important to know that we are collaborating with Matthias to make this event possible. It took hours of thinking, rethinking, and applying, always considering what is possible because we don't have the financing to run this project. It's work done with passion to promote no-copyright music artists on the global music scene if someone is searching for something like our proposal.
Far from seeking fame for ourselves, we want to showcase what we consider important, experiment, and try to solve things in the best possible way and in a way that we can do it. FREQSONIC is more than just a no-copyright music festival. It's a vision of what we can achieve, even if it's not as big as Tomorrowland or similar events in other music genres. FREQSONIC is a learning space for anyone who wants to create something similar, because to create a positive experience, we need examples, even if it's only a virtual event. We are not claiming to be the only ones or the chosen ones. We want to show you how to do it, or more accurately, provide a platform to share our knowledge and teach you how to do it.
Returning to topics we are interested in discussing, we believe that every important event should have an anthem or song that encapsulates its essence and conveys it to the public. However, we are running late with the festival because we need a month to send our songs to the distributor for publication on streaming music platforms such as Spotify, Deezer, and Apple Music. So we decided that the best thing to do would be to select a song from the recent releases of the Narratime music conglomerate that captures that spirit. A song that encapsulates the identity of the FREQSONIC Music Festival in a sonic way. We started planning the festival in late July, with the aim of releasing it on the Narratime Music YouTube channel at some point in August 2025.
The track we selected was Our Rock Symphony by Cinematic State. It was developed by Matthias and was not originally intended to be used as a festival anthem. It was more of an experimental proposal, blending rock, orchestral music, and drum and bass in the style of bands like The Prodigy, Pendulum, and the KLF at the height of their fame. We recognized that these bands approached their respective genres in their own unique way.
The song was released on the Come Out Louder music label as a surprise and a new proposal, but with similarities to a song called Rock and Trap that Maya STARLING, developed under the alias My New Speed Limit. Our Rock Symphony is a 4-minute song with ups and downs that make you feel as if you are waiting for a drop that is revealed at the end of the song, resolving the energy in a very satisfying way and marking the sound with an electric guitar that has grown in prominence from ghostly hits to a final melody. The whole thing was made using samples, similar to the way the KLF and the Prodigy made music in the 90s.
Once the song had been selected, it was time to bring everything together and create the FREQSONIC Festival, turning ideas into reality through a series of actions.
The final step was structuring the event. We divided the festival into different blocks, but thinking also of 6 hours of event divided in 2 nights. Each block has its own mood, its own purpose, and we tried to match the visuals and transitions with the kind of music being played, always thinking in a global identity for the No Copyright Music Festival in image and sound.
We also included highlights from previous Narratime music releases so that the audience can connect our past work with this new project. It's like saying, this is where we come from, and this is where we're going. We considered that important because it is a new event that we want to let you know that is part of our proposal as Narratime Music Conglomerate.
Another challenge was creating engagement. Since FREQSONIC is virtual, we needed to build interaction through social media teasers, live chat during the premiere, and additional content like the FREQSONIC Top 5. That way, the community doesn't just watch passively, but feels part of the festival. That work is difficult, but with content that moves around the main festival, it can be easy to establish. We think that time could give us the feeling of an event made in the best way possible with limited resources.
And that's something we're proud of. We managed to do all this without a traditional budget. It's based on collaboration, creativity, and our love for music that is free, accessible, and inspiring for creators worldwide in the way that we can do that.
In summary, FREQSONIC is not only about music. It's about education, experimentation, and building a reference point in the no-copyright scene if that is possible. We want anyone listening to this podcast to leave with the feeling that they, too, can create something similar. You don't need millions, just a strong vision, teamwork, and the will to share art with the world. Thanks for hearing us. Let's meet soon in other radio shows. Bye.
Bye. My name is Mia SLORAH. With me are Maya STARLING and also Chris, best known for WORK4TIME.
Bye. Let's encounter the next week with a regular episode of Narratime Music Lost in Soundtracks.